Welcome back to another session of Heron's formula. So in the previous sessions we have done two problems from the exercise 12.2 and this will be the last video for this chapter. So in this session we will do two problems more of two different types. So the rest of them, like the problem number 2, 5, 6, 7, 9 will be your homework. So make a note of this. Again and again, please don't send messages like what is the homework. If you go through the video, you will be getting to know what are all the homeworks. Okay. So starting with the first problem of this class, the fourth problem, page number 206 in the exercise 12.2. I'm reading out the problem now. A triangle and a parallelogram have the same base and the same area. If the sides of the triangle are 26 centimeters, 28 centimeters and 30 centimeters and the parallelogram stands on the base 28 centimeters, find the height of the parallelogram. Right? So starting with this, the fourth problem, fourth solution. Given that there is a 28 centimeter line segment on which a parallelogram and a triangle are standing. So let A, B, C, possibly this must be the diagram. A, B, C is the triangle and B, C, D, E is the parallelogram. Right? So what is it given? 28 centimeters, 26 centimeters and 30 centimeters are the dimensions of this particular triangle, and the parallelogram is standing on the side BC, which is 28 centimeters, is what it is given. And it was also given that area of the parallelogram is equal to area of the triangle. Now what is that you have to find out? The height of the parallelogram. So let EF be the height of the parallelogram. Right? So now let's write the given data. Given that area of triangle ABC is equal to area of parallelogram BCDE, right? And the dimensions of the triangle ABC, which is AB, let this be A, which is equal to 26 centimeters, and BC, let this be B, which is 28 centimeters, and AC, which is C, which is 30 centimeters. This is what it is given. And this BC, the value of B, which is 28 centimeters, is one of the sides of the parallelogram, right? Now, let us consider triangle ABC. And we know that area of a triangle is equal to square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, wherein the value of S is A plus B plus C by. Right? Now we will substitute the values of, find out the value of S first with the ABC, and then substitute the values of SABC in the area formula and then C. Now value of S is equal to, what is the value of A? 26 plus 28 plus 30 by 2, which is 784. 84 by 2. So the value of S is 42 centimeters. The value of S is 42 centimeters, hence the area of triangle ABC is equal to square root of 42 into 42 minus 26 is 16 into 42 minus 28 is 14 into 42 minus 30 is 12. Now let's write 42 is 7 into 6 into 16 is 4 square into 7 into 2 into 2 into 6. This is nothing but 4 square into 7 square into 6 square into the value of this is 4 into 7 into 6 into 2, which is nothing but 28 into 12. I am just trying to leave this as it is because I have to equate this to something else also, right? Now, area of a parallelogram. Area of a parallelogram is equal to height into base, right? Height and or base into corresponding height, as we can say it. So here the base is 28 and height is to be found out, and we know that from this thing area of triangle is equal to area of parallelogram. So what I am going to do is I will equate the area of the triangle to the area of the parallelogram. 28 into h is equal to 28 into 12, right? So 28 and 28 gets cancelled, and hence the value of height is 12 centimeters. Therefore, you have to close the problem solution with the conclusion that therefore the height of the parallelogram, which is standing on the same base as the triangle, is equal to 12 centimeters, right? So here I guess the previous problem is pretty clear. Because it is simpler, the only thing you have to keep in mind is it is a word problem, and you have to know what it is given and you have to know what it is to be found out. At some or the other point, even if you try to couldn't relate in the beginning, later on when you start writing it, you can easily figure out how do you have to approach for the solution of a problem. Okay, so coming to the next problem of this session, the last problem for this chapter to be done by me. The 8th problem in the page number 207 from 8th problem from the exercise 12.2. I am reading out the problem. See this. A floor design on a floor is made up of 16 tiles which are triangular. The sides of the triangle being 9 centimeters, 28 centimeters and 35 centimeters. Find the cost of polishing the tiles at a rate of 50 paise per centimeter square. Okay, so a solution. It is given. I am not writing the solution in detail. I will just brief you with the how do you approach the solution. That's all, and you will have to solve this in your problem. So, given that the sides of the triangular tiles is like AB 9 centimeters, BB 28 centimeters, and CB 35 centimeters, right? So now you know the value of the sides. You can easily find out the area using this formula: S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, right? Wherein the value of S is equal to A plus B plus C by 2. Yes? So now the value of S is 9 plus 28 plus 35 by 2, which is nothing but 13 and 9 22, 22, 4, 7, 72 by 2, which is 36. And here the value of area will be area of each tile. You will have to write the statements here. Okay, you just can't go with a short form like this directly. So 36 into 36 minus 9 is 25, right? Into 36 minus 28, it is 12 into 3. So now I get it as into 3 into 36 is 6 square into 9 into 3 into 4 into 3. The value of this is 6 square plus 3 power into 3 power 4 into 2 square, which is 6 into 952. centimeters square. Now we know the entire value of each type, right? So therefore area of 16 tiles will be equal to 108 into 16, and the total area into the cost per centimeter square will give us the total cost of the polishing. So the cost of polishing is equal to how much it is given? 50 paise per centimeter square. So 50 into area of 16 tiles here. So 108 into 16 will be the total cost of the polishing of this 16 tiles altogether. Okay, you will write this problem with the statements and then solve it, right? So this is the end of this chapter. By from the next class you will be starting with your chapter polynomials. Okay.